From Red Zone Weather in Bruton, Alabama, with meteorologist Spinks Megginson. A tropical weather update starts right now.
Francine is now a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. We're already seeing high clouds from the system as Francine continues to gain strength on this Tuesday evening. Hope you're having a nice Tuesday evening. I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson. This is Hurricane Francine, now a hurricane packing maximum sustained winds of 75 miles per hour near the center of circulation. Francine is forecast to continue to move to the northeast, likely making landfall in the state of Louisiana as we get into Wednesday. That's tomorrow. Landfall is now within 24 hours. Francine is going to be a hurricane on approach to the northern Gulf Coast, likely as a Category 1 or perhaps a Category 2 hurricane as it comes into areas near Morgan City, Louisiana. We're going to have local impacts here in South Alabama and Northwest Florida from this system, specifically heavy rain and a few tornadoes. First thing though, let's look at the structure of the storm as it stands right now. Center of circulation right in through here, big burst, deep convection right over the top of the center of circulation, and that is one of the reasons that the National Hurricane Center upgraded this from a tropical storm to a hurricane, because under these very cold cloud tops high in the atmosphere at the surface, we now have maximum sustained winds in excess of 75 miles per hour. The wind field is also expanding, and you can see that the impacts extend beyond the cone of uncertainty. The cone tells us where the center of the storm is likely to move, and impacts will extend out from that, especially as the storm approaches the Louisiana coast. Hurricane force winds in this red zone, tropical storm force winds in the yellow zone. The orange is basically 55 miles per hour and above. Hurricane force winds 74 mile per hour plus. A hurricane warning is now posted from Cameron, Louisiana, back over to areas here near Grand Isle, including Morgan City. And after Francine makes landfall, it's going to continue to move to the northeast, coming across Louisiana, the eastern part of Louisiana, before turning more to the north as it reaches Mississippi. We'll be on the messy eastern side of the system. The good news is it looks like the sustained tropical storm force winds will be just to our west. It's going to be a close call, and I certainly don't fault the National Hurricane Center for going ahead and pulling the trigger on this tropical storm warning that we now have in progress for Mobile and Baldwin counties, including areas near Mobile Bay. So a tropical storm warning is now in effect for the Mississippi coast and also for the Alabama coast, including areas near the city of Mobile. Here's what's going to happen overnight. We will continue to have scattered showers and maybe a few thunderstorms down around the coast. Not really expecting severe weather issues tonight, but that changes tomorrow as the core of Francine approaches from the southwest. Again, the core is going to pass to our west, but we'll be on this messy east side by 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. Going to be a mess region-wide. We could have isolated tornadoes across the region. Not everyone is going to have a tornado. That's just a fact. Not everyone across South Alabama and Northwest Florida is going to have a tornado. Most won't, in fact. But you are going to have quite a bit of heavy rain no matter where you are across the region. Quite frankly, it's beneficial rain as much of the region continues to be in the drought zone. And so core of Francine approaching Louisiana. This is one of the convective allowing models, and you really don't use these to do tropical forecasting, but it is a good picture of what's likely to happen even if the center of the storm happens to be a bit to the west. The idea remains the same. We're going to be on the messy eastern side of this system where tornadoes will be possible. Again, tropical storm force winds likely going to do something like this and kind of go into Mississippi. And so what that means, if you're in Hattiesburg or places over here near Jackson, we could have tropical storm force winds as far north potentially as Jackson or Meridian as the system kind of winds down on Thursday. And please understand, we are not really expecting tornado issues locally overnight. You see, we got this level 1 out of 5 low-end tornado risk tonight for parts of southeast Louisiana. Houma, also areas near Morgan City involved in the low-end tornado risk tonight. That changes tomorrow. Level 2 out of 5 tornado risk now in place for South Alabama and Northwest Florida. Much of the region, along with southeast Mississippi and eastern Louisiana. Look, it's basically along and east of that center of circulation where we're seeing the tornado risk on Wednesday into Wednesday night and really into Thursday as well. Let me show you the local view. Basically from Chatham to Jackson to Uri to Bruton, Crestview, points south, all involved in this level 2 out of 5 tornado risk. And so there could be a few tornadoes in here, maybe even a tornado or two in the low end, level 1 out of 5 risk that includes Thomasville, Monroeville, Evergreen, Andalusia, back down to areas near Defuniak Springs. This is a tornado risk. And again, there could be a few spin-up tornadoes. If a tornado affects you, it's a big deal. So a level 2 out of 5 tornado risk Wednesday night into Thursday. There's the look on Thursday. It's a low-end tornado risk for nearly all of Alabama except the northeastern corner. All of us have an ongoing tornado risk, basically, let's say from potentially as early as 8 a.m. tomorrow, but I really think the core action is going to be from noon tomorrow to noon on Thursday. That's going to be your 24-hour window for tornadoes. Again, tropical storm force winds not completely out of the question around Mobile Bay. Tropical storm warning in effect, but I think the core of the action will be to the west in parts of Louisiana and southeast Mississippi. Now, one thing that has changed, we are projecting, and the National Hurricane Center specifically is projecting 2 to 4 feet of storm surge for Mobile Bay and the Alabama beaches, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Fort Morgan, Dauphin Island, Mississippi coast, 3 to 5 feet, core storm surge zone in through here near Vermilion Bay, and also really the south central part of Louisiana, from Houma back over to Morgan City. Danger zone, 5 to 10 feet of storm surge. Also could have some minor storm surge, say 1 to 2 feet in northwest Florida as well. Big time rain event on the way, up to 5 inches of rain down around the Alabama beaches. Most of us going to get to, I should say, 2 to 3 inches of total rainfall. And so 2 to 3 inches of rain, pretty beneficial as we are in a drought across the region. Still watching those two systems out in the Atlantic, not expected to be an imminent concern for us anytime soon. So, Hurricane Francine. It's now a hurricane, maximum sustained winds at 75 miles per hour. I'll read out the advisory data. This is as of 7 p.m. on Tuesday, September 10th, 2024, 25.8 north and longitude 94.8 west. It's moving northeast at 10 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure down to 982 millibars, and most importantly, maximum sustained winds up to 75 miles per hour, making Francine a hurricane. It's going to make a beeline for the Louisiana coast in the hours ahead. Landfall likely on Wednesday afternoon. That's tomorrow, Wednesday afternoon into the evening hours. Tornadoes possible across South Alabama and Northwest Florida as we get into your Wednesday night, and Thursday. And look, I know we have had too many nocturnal tornadoes over the last few years. I promise you, I'm the last guy on the planet that wants nocturnal tornadoes or any tornadoes across our region. But I need you to have a way to hear urgent weather warnings before you go to sleep tomorrow night. You need to have a NOAA weather radio, something loud and proud that can wake you up in case your specific location goes under a tornado warning. And look, I'm just going to be real with you. We love our Red Zone Weather app. We love the wireless emergency alerts that, the National Weather Service disseminates on the cellular networks. They're loud, they're wonderful, they save lives, but you've got to have multiple ways to hear warnings. So important. I realize that we've got a presidential debate starting shortly, and so we're going to send you off to that if you so choose to be involved with that. And on behalf of all of us at Red Zone Group LLC, I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson saying goodbye for now. Hope you have a nice evening. Another video update coming tomorrow morning.
Be sure to find us across social media, and don't forget to download the free Red Zone Weather app and set up your customized alerts. Please support our Red Zone Weather sponsors who make our coverage possible every single day.